Cheers. Hey everybody, welcome to Simple Diversion. My name is Rob.
And I'm Graham. Just want to thank you guys for tuning in. Say hello to all you cigar lovers out there.
Hello.
We have a special treat for you today. We have the Caldwell Eastern Standard cigar that we're smoking. This cigar is going to be from Caldwell. This is going to be a Dominican Republic cigar. The size is the Orange Crush. Pretty awesome, huh?
Yeah, very awesome.
It's actually,
Churchill?
It's actually a Churchill, yep.
Okay.
And it's going to be 7 by 48 ring gauge with an Ecuadorian Connecticut wrapper. It's going to be medium body.
Okay. Very
And
fancy stuff.
We just started smoking this, so we're just kind of getting the flavors coming in right now. So far, what I would say is I'm getting a little bit of woodiness with some pepper.
Yeah, I'm just getting the pepper right now. Not getting too much more in the palate. But I'm sure as I go further down, I'll start tasting something else. Very good though.
Yeah, very good right now.
It is getting more loose too.
Yeah, right away, Rob had a little bit of a snug draw where mine was perfectly fine.
Pretty
if
tight.
you do have somewhat of a snug draw, it could just be that it's plugged somewhere, so you just want to kind of, massage it a little bit, see if that opens something up. The other thing is, when you're smoking a cigar, unfortunately, you're not always going to have the best experience every time. You're going to have some duds.
Yep.
Some people say, well, you spent the money on them, so don't throw them out. Smoke through it. I say, if you're going to smoke a cigar, do it happily and chuck it and get one that's actually going to smoke good and you're going to enjoy.
Yep.
I've smoked some where I didn't like them and kind of suffer through it, and then the whole experience is kind of
ruins the whole hour, huh?
Yeah, exactly. It's very good.
I really am liking it. Definitely a lot of pepper.
Yeah, definitely spicy. Some spices with some pepper, I would say.
Yep. I would say more of the black pepper.
This is one of my favorite cigars as well by Caldwell, and I really like the label. It's very simple, but yet for some reason just looks really cool with the old man on the front. And on the label it says, live East, die young.
That's cool.
And it's got the name Eastern Standard. It's got a really good construction to it. So far the burn is pretty good, and the seams are pretty invisible and tight. It looks really nice.
Yeah, the seams are really tight.
Well, we hope you guys are all having a good Sunday like we are. Trying to relax one more time before the week starts.
Yep.
Let us know what you're smoking. Are you having a drink with yours? We're going to be doing a Scotch video coming up here soon as well. And that's on the
Johnny Walker Blue label.
So guys, keep an eye out for that. That should be out pretty quick.
Yep.
So I've had these guys in my humidor for about, I'd say, almost a year. And we just opened up the box today. I actually keep these in my coolador. What do you guys keep your cigars? Do you guys just use a traditional humidor? Do you use tupperware, coolador, wineador? Is that something that interests you guys, that you'd like us to talk a little bit more about, the differences between how to store your cigars? I myself have a humidor that I don't use right now, and then a wineador and a coolador. We might do a video on how to make a coolador, or just a review on the wineador. So that's kind of stuff that we're looking to get into with cigars as well. And maybe some humidification devices. How to, what's the best way to humidify your humidor?
Right.
Use the Bovita packs. Sometimes people use the gel, or even the Cigar Oasis. So that might be stuff we're going to get into. Interests us, so hopefully it interests you as well. So just let us know in the comments if there's a certain thing you want us to review, and we will be more than happy to do that.
So Graham, question for you.
Sure.
Where did you purchase these, and how many came in the box?
You can find Eastern Standard isn't everywhere on every website, or it's not going to be in a lot of B&Ms, at least not around here where we live, so we have to get it online.
Okay.
And you can either get it on Cigars International, even though it is all back ordered right now. They go pretty hot and pretty quick.
Yeah.
So those are all back ordered. I believe you can also get them on jrcigars.com. And they come in a box of 20.
So is there a reason why you waited a year to open these up, or, I mean, did they help with the the flavor? Do they do anything to the cigar if you let it age a little bit?
Yeah, it depends on who you ask. Some people say you should let cigars rest for a year or two and then they get better with age, and some people say the longer they sit, it's like smoking nothing. So it really depends on who you talk to. I actually had a 5-pack that I was still working on, and that's why I didn't open these yet. So I just let them rest. If you do buy online, I suggest that you make sure you let them sit for at least a week or two off when they get off the truck, off the UPS truck or whatever, the FedEx truck. Just because they have been packaged and they've been out of the, the humidification for a while. So you just want them to rest in the humidor and let them kind of reacclimate to the right humidity and make sure that they're stored at the appropriate humidity level. Yeah. Well, we're gonna smoke this down a little bit further, and we'll let you know if anything changes in the taste, and we'll check back in a minute.
Die young. That's kind of scary.
Hey guys, welcome back. Almost halfway through here. Just want to let you know on the flavors that we're getting. It's transitioning a little bit. Still getting a lot of pepper and spice, but also getting some hints of leather in there for me.
Really? I would say when I let it settle a little bit, I'm starting to get more of a creamy aftertaste. But one thing I have noticed is as I've been smoking it, I've been kind of getting a ripple or a tear in my leaf. I don't know if you guys can see it from there, but it doesn't bother me much. I'm sure it's a problem.
What that could be, and it'll probably burn itself out, and it shouldn't be too big of a deal, but it looks kind of unflattering for the cigar. But it could be the humidity from going in the humidor to coming out here. Maybe the quick change just kind of affected it.
Yeah.
Or maybe the cherry got a little too hot, and
maybe I'm inhaling too fast.
You're inhaling?
Or I'm not inhaling. Dad.
Good. Rob tagged me in a Facebook post today, and it was a Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Kind of like somebody made a trailer.
There's like a trailer for Jon Snow.
Yeah, and we're big Game of Thrones fans, and when the show comes back on in July, we're probably gonna do some, episode reviews.
Absolutely.
That'd
talk
be fun. About that too, because we are
kind of recaps and
we're huge fans.
Yep.
So I don't know about you, but it gave me goosebumps, and it got me really excited for the season. And I just finished watching the series a second time, and it almost made me want to like go back in and watch it again, or if not do that, just dress up as Jon Snow and carry around a sword and just be badass.
We should do that one day, go into work, dress up like Jon Snow, and I'll dress up like Egret. We'll do the cave scene.
Well, okay. That's a little weird. You could be Tormund.
I could be Tormund. So what are you most looking forward to this season? Season 7.
Season 7, I'm most looking forward to, I think, learning more about the White Walkers and just seeing more of them. The Night King is one of my favorite characters. Yeah. As well as Jon Snow, and then the Hound.
Yeah.
I also want to see what's going to go on with the Hound. Spoiler alert. The Hound, we left off in season 6, and he was kind of doing that work with those people building the windmills or whatever.
Yeah, he was, he stopped doing that, and then he went with the, whoever the hell they're called.
Oh yeah. With Game of Thrones, though, so much happens, and
I
mean, I've watched
the Brotherhood.
The whole thing.
Brotherhood.
Yeah, the Brotherhood.
I figured it out before the comments.
And there's just so much knowledge that even watching it a second time, you kind of forget things.
Well, I'm halfway through the first season again for the 3rd time, so I think you said you're going to probably watch it one more time too before July.
We'll see. I'd like to, but
it's pretty long.
There's at least a few episodes that I'm going to watch, like Battle of the Bastards is one
Hard
of the
Home.
Absolute best.
I love Hard Home and Battle
Home.
of the Bastards. Anything with any big battles with Jon Snow.
Mm-hmm.
So where's I'm most looking forward to Daenerys, where she's gonna end up at in Westeros. She gonna land in she gonna land in King's Landing? Woohoo!
How about
she does have dragons, so I guess she could do that. Like a plane, but off kind of like in. See, I forget all these.
That's fine.
This is gonna be fun editing. I feel like Jaime is going to stab Cersei eventually and say the things that I do for love, and he might stab her because she turns into a walker, or a White Walker.
one thing I learned from that trailer that you sent me, or that I caught for the first time, was, I don't know what season it was, but Jon Snow was talking with the Maester from The Wall, the Targaryen, the old man, the blind man.
Yep.
And he was talking to Jon Snow and he said, you have to kill the boy,
Yeah.
Jon Snow, and then become the man.
Become the man.
And spoiler alert again, so just skip through this, but when he died, when he got murdered, that was basically the immature young Jon Snow dying, and then the new man taking over and
My
kind of
watch has
becoming the
ended.
badass. I was like, oh shoot, that's
Yeah,
pretty sweet.
that is cool.
So
Yeah, and then just kind of seeing how that relationship with Jon Snow and Sansa goes. How is that going to play out? You know, and if the White Walker, the Night King, does get a dragon, is he going to have his own dragon, or is one of Daenerys' dragons going to die, and then he turns that dragon into a?
that's a good point.
How are you liking your cigar? How's it tasting?
It's getting a lot better actually. The spices kind of died down a little bit, and I'm getting more of just kind of a leathery earth to it. It's not going to be a complex cigar.
Yeah.
It's just a medium body, but it's a good. This would be a good cigar, I think, to have with coffee.
My favorite cigar is the Oliva V. You know, I can't compare this one to that, but I would have to say this is getting pretty close. I really am liking this cigar. More so than the Undercrown, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree. I like this better than the Undercrown.
Yeah.
Rob, looks like your cigar exploded on you.
Yeah. It's almost like those, have you been hearing about those electronic cigarettes or whatever they are that blow up in your mouth and bust out your teeth? And
Jen just
and
told
all
me
that?
about that today on our way home from church. And I don't know what we were talking about, but yeah, like somebody's vape.
Yeah,
like
the vape,
exploded
yeah,
in
the
their-
vapors, or vapes, yeah.
And then with cell phones like exploding in your pocket.
Oh,
And
jeez. Well, I also see, you know, the people who work at like the stores, the gas stations, or wherever, the convenience stores, where the vapes will just blow up out of nowhere without even inhaling, or because when you inhale, those things get really hot in your mouth. Because you can turn it like high, low.
yeah,
So that's kind of scary.
I'll stick to my cigar.
So that reminded me of this.
We're just gonna experiment a little bit here. I poured a little bit of monkey shoulder. This is a lighter cigar, or a medium body, so we don't want anything that's gonna overpower it.
Right.
But we figure we just pour a little bit of monkey shoulder, see how that pairing goes, and see if it enhances the cigar or takes away from it.
Yeah. Monkey shoulder's good.
It takes a little bit of that harshness, that
It
edge
does.
off of
It does. It does make it a little sweeter.
Yeah.
And it could just be the monkey shoulder talking, or yeah, it's good.
So far, I mean, I feel like I still get flavors off the cigar, but that scotch really helps it.
Takes away some of the pepper.
I think I'm getting low. Why does that always happen on videos? I'm thinking about maybe doing a humidor tour eventually too, just to kind of show you guys what my interests are. And if that's something you guys like to see, just, you know, leave something in the comments, say yay or nay. I know
Say yay.
a lot of people on YouTube like that, so maybe that's just a quick video we could do, something easy.
Yeah.
I mean, I always like seeing what everybody else has in their collection, and then, you know, if it's something I've never heard about, then I'll be like, yeah, try that out, and then it's a way for me to research and, you know, try something new.
Absolutely.
All right, guys, well, we're getting down to it. We're gonna enjoy the rest of this, but just to kind of close things out, Rob, what do you think about it?
I am actually loving it so far.
This is gonna be about a $10 cigar.
Really?
Yep.
That's good. It's a good price compared to the
10 to
Padron.
12.
That's about 16. I mean, this is good enough.
I'd still take the Padron
any day. Oh yeah,
but
any day.
this is still a really good cigar. Caldwell makes a lot of good cigars, so check those out. I would definitely buy this again, and this is one of my probably top 10 cigars.
And you were saying that it's pretty hard to find in store?
At least in our area.
Okay.
None of our local cigar shops carry them.
Okay. So I'd have to go online.
But
to get
JR Cigars is going to be the best spot to find them, because Cigars International seems to always be back ordered.
some. Okay. Up to 32 subscribers right now. Hopefully we can
33.
have 33.
Yeah.
Nice. Wanting to get to 50.
Yeah, that's our goal. We want to get to 50. Once we get to 100, we'd like to do giveaways.
Yeah.
You know, raffles, stuff like that.
Yep.
So, you know, please start liking and subscribing. I would say maybe even our 50th, we might do a special something. You know, maybe a raffle once we get
Might
to
do our
50.
first raffle at 50.
And again, if you want us to talk about any certain cigars, any certain whiskeys, even Funko Pops,
Yeah.
let us know, and we'd be more than happy to, you know, get our hands on that stuff and talk about it.
Even with the Funko Pops, there are some Funko Pops that are holding a cigar.
Yes.
No?
I don't think so.
There are. Are there? Yeah.
Which ones?
I think there's the one from, isn't there a Funko Pop from? Okay.
Well, guys, thanks for checking in with us today. Have a great week, and as always, we'll see you soon.
See you soon.